Hello everyone, my name is Hayley and throughout this presentation I'll be discussing with you the issue of trauma, what it is, how it happens, who is involved, why it's important to be discussed in schools, resources to support this matter, how it links to the curriculum and ways it can be further implemented into different lessons. Trauma is an emotional response a person feels and experiences after a terrible event has occurred. This may be caused by situations which may involve abuse, violence, bullying, neglect, assault and exploitation. Psychological trauma can occur when an individual is exposed to a situation which creates an overwhelming effect on their body's coping mechanisms, such as through witnessing an incident of abuse, violence, or maybe a loss of a loved one. All children and adults are at risk of experiencing some form of trauma in their lives. Although there are some children who may be particularly vulnerable to this, which include children in public care who have been adopted, homeless children, asylum-seeking refugee children, juvenile offenders, and children who are unaccompanied. Trauma is something which will have an impact on all areas of a child's life, which is why it is such a relevant topic to be discussed throughout a child's education in a safe and understanding manner. Trauma relates to Piaget's theory of egocentrism, which relates to the influence which trauma can place upon a child's view on the cause of events. This therefore means it is possible for the child to begin to blame themselves for these events and their occurrence. In turn, this may further cause the child to suppress and avoid thoughts regarding the situation. A Terrible Thing Happened is a book which supports children with their social and emotional learning. This resource supports the discussion around the effects of trauma as it displays to the children the impact bottling up traumatic experiences can place upon their everyday lives. This book can be used during the implementation of a child protection lesson as it relates strongly to children learning about themselves and ways to keep themselves safe and protected. This story promotes learning in the way of providing children with the information to support their learning and understanding of how to support the different emotions they may feel. It provides them with an understanding of how different emotions may stem from certain situations and how these can be supported through the discussion of a range of different support services and people. This resource suits to be implemented during a whole class group time session where they are all seated in an area where they have full view of the book and are in a comfortable space to take in the information they are being taught. During the reading of the story, there are opportunities where the teacher is able to pause and reflect on the information they have just been relayed. They may wish to ask prompting questions to the children such as, "Have you ever felt this emotion before?" which allows for the children to relate the story to their real-life experiences. After reading the story to the children, it may also prompt them to make mental connections to the experiences they may have had throughout their life, where they may feel like they need to discuss them further with someone. Further questioning such as, "Who can you talk to when you feel that way?" and "What way do certain colours make you feel and why?" can be asked to further support the understanding of the context of the story for all children. Links to this resource in relation to the Australian curriculum can be seen in the content descriptor area of personal, social and community health. The content descriptor ACPPS 003 identify people and demonstrate protective behaviours and other actions that help keep themselves safe and healthy, relates to the resource and the supporting of children who may have experienced incidences of trauma, as it links to the learning of trusted people in the community and asking for help to keep yourself safe and happy. This resource can be extended on through implementing the idea of colours relating to the emotions into an art lesson. This can be where children create an artwork relating to the emotions they are feeling that day to be displayed in the classroom and further discussed during a group time if they wish. Thank you for listening.